Ugh, my bad. You wash hands?
Ugh, of course. Ugh, what caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888. Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I am your host, Tom Schmitz. On a Wednesday, hump day. Halfway through the week, it just flies by. Halfway through the month, Joe Martone just stepped in the studio. Man can't text me back. He just shows up. He's stealth like that. I think it's his naval training. He's stealth like that. He won't text a man back, but he walks in. You turn around. He could. If I was the enemy, I'd be eliminated now. Eliminated. Joe Martone, you're just too stealth. That's the issue. You're a stealth man. Stealth man. To be such a large man and sneak up on people.
I'm very quiet.
You are very quiet. I'm not.
I don't have to.
I'm not.
No. Look out, China cabinet.
Yeah, exactly. Bull in China shop. Exactly.
That's why I said cabinet.
So you were at the Ocala Business Leaders
No,
this morning. You didn't make it, huh?
No.
Dadgum, Joe.
I got stomach.
You got one job.
My stomach going.
You got one job.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I tried to find it. Couldn't find it.
It was my lovely wife.
Was it on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
Try to find it.
My lovely wife posted it on her Facebook page, so I was able to watch most of it from there. And it seems to me that the main angst between the two candidates is how to run the police department. One wants to stay status quo because that candidate doesn't see anything wrong with how everything's being done.
And the other one?
Would like to unmilitarize the police, maybe do some social work instead of police work, and maybe make it a more friendly, her words, friendly, approachable police force and bridge some of the problem areas that there are in our community between the police department and the community. I was not aware there were problems.
I will tell you a quick story about the police department.
Okay.
When I first moved here 11 years ago, a little over 11 years ago now, I was driving a small little white car. Unbeknownst to me, the blinker didn't work.
Okay.
It just didn't work. I don't know. I was pulled over by an officer. He came up to me. Oh, I'm sorry, not the blinker. That was wrong. Different situation. That was in Bellevue later.
Brake light.
Yeah, brake light. Sorry, I said blinker. No, it wasn't either that. My license said North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, and he wanted to see how long you'd lived here.
I've been there. I've been here. I said, well, I just moved here weeks ago. He was very polite, looked at my license and everything. Didn't even give me a warning. He says, welcome to Ocala. And
it was in Ocala PD.
It was let's see. Yes, it was Ocala PD. He says, "Welcome to Ocala," welcome. Basically, welcome to the neighborhood. He says, "Welcome to Ocala. Thank you for moving in," or something like that. It's too many years, 11 years ago, but it was very cordial, very nice. No attitude, nothing. He gave my license back and everything, and have a good day.
Well, some people would say it's because you're a white guy, Joe.
In a white car.
And yeah, some people would say you get treated different than the African American community gets treated by the police force. I don't agree with that.
Thank you. Neither do I.
But some people would say
he didn't
that
see who was driving that car when he was behind me.
Had no idea.
He just looked at the plate.
Right.
And he just checked and seen if I was moving into the area or I was just visiting. And that's basically what he asked me. Are you visiting? I said, I just moved into the area. Checked my license. Says, well, welcome. I didn't give him any attitude. You see a lot of this on YouTube right now where I don't have to show you my license. Why did you stop me? Especially this I don't know who it is, but one video after the other. I'm taking pictures of a federal building. I'm outside.
Oh, yeah, these morons.
Right.
I know the ones you're
I'm
talking about.
minding my own business.
I'm standing on a city sidewalk. Why are you bothering me? And get your hands off me. Don't touch me.
Well, I never touched
I know, but they say stuff like that.
Right. And so I'm going, what is the problem? Show them your license. They'll see who you are, because they're just worried you're taking pictures could be for an attack later on. They don't know.
They don't know.
But some of it I agree with them. Some of them I don't. Some of it was like, well, you were taking pictures of my cars driving in and out. So what? Their cars driving in and out. They're on public highways. Big deal.
Yeah, the guy that gets on my nerves is the one that'll go in the police station with his camera, and they're like, he'll just film the lobby and all, and they'll go, what are you doing? I pay for this building. I'm a taxpayer. I come in to film it. You're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
You're baiting the police department for no reason. And by the way, 90% of these people on YouTube that are doing this are white guys.
Oh yeah, that doesn't matter.
No, skin color. It just goes to show you skin color to me. And I know that people are going to say, yeah, but Tom, you're white. That's why you don't think it's that big a deal. I grew up on the east side of Jacksonville.
Okay.
I was profiled as a criminal lots of times because of the neighborhood I lived in, not because of the color of my skin.
Yeah.
Okay? You get profiled. Let me tell you something. A guy told me one time, a police officer told me one time, because we profile. Yeah, of course we profile. I'll give you a prime example.
You.
If you're coming out of an area that is a known drug known drug area, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're coming out of it's a predominantly in our area. It's predominantly some of the high drug areas are in the African American communities. If you see a glaring white guy at 3:30 in the morning in a pickup truck coming out of the African American neighborhood,
You were there to buy drugs.
They profile that guy and pull him over to see if he was there to buy drugs.
Oh, sure.
Has nothing to do with skin color. Has to do with where he's at, what time he's at, and what would you be doing over there at that time.
It's not their first rodeo.
No.
Now, if I went into a police officer's office, the lobby, and I wanted to take pictures, I would approach them first and say, can I take some pictures? And they would say, why? And I would give them a reason.
I would say, because I'm a taxpayer and I want to take pictures of this building. Is that okay with you?
Exactly. And I would say 99% will say,
take the pictures you want to take. Yeah.
We have a caller?
Yes. Okay. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Yeah, good morning. My parents moved to Ocala in 1978. At that time, there was still a segregated bar in Bellevue. there were segregated golf courses in South Florida, primarily not so much anti-black but anti-Jewish. And believe it or not, blacks could play the course, but not Jewish. But that has all changed. In fact, Donald Trump, the celebrated racist, opened up the first all-inclusive golf course in South Florida. It kind of forced everything else to change. The other thing that's happened is the police departments and fire departments have all recruited multiracial
Much
officers.
more diverse. Fire departments and police departments, much more diverse.
Yeah, so there's no such thing as an all-white police force. There's no such thing as an all-white fire department. Basically, they all go to the high school on senior recruit day and hand out applications. So is it perfect? No, but it's getting better.
Thanks for the call, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. On that note, that forced segregation irked the heck out of me. They have to have so many black, so many white, it's like a checkerboard. I think they should have the qualified people. That's it. And take the blood. Oh, they're all red blood. Okay. They're all Americans. Okay. They qualified. Okay. I don't think this hiring should be, color should not come into at all, period. That's just my opinion.
Well,
all letters to Tom.
I know that the Clay County Sheriff's a black guy. I know that the Orange County Sheriff was a black woman and then a black man because it was Val Demings and her husband, Jerry Demings.
Mm-hmm.
Val went on to be mayor, and now she's a U.S. House of Representatives, and Jerry's the mayor.
Oh.
I mean, we have had an African-American hold the highest office in the land, only one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we were as racially diverse as we should be.
Well, you say...
But we're a whole lot better than we were. I was born in 1966, so I don't remember. By the time I got old enough to remember, I was 5, 6 years old. It was the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
There were no more, water fountains that were segregated and all in Jacksonville. It had all changed by 71, 72.
Logically, I'm older than you.
Exactly, but I mean,
I didn't see any of
race
that.
relations aren't near as bad. They want you to think that race relations now are worse than they were in the 1950s and 1960s, and that's impossible. They were sicking German shepherds on blacks and turning water cannons on them in the 60s.
In certain cities.
Right, that's not happening now.
I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. I never seen black only, white only.
No,
I never seen it, and I was born in 51.
Yeah.
So, in 1966, I was just starting high school.
Right.
Now, I will give you this: we did have a riot in the high school. To this day, I don't know what it was about, but all I know is all the children of color, because they weren't all black, some were brown, some were light-skinned. Well, I'll just say children of color believed whatever they believed in, and they were outside rioting the high school.
Right.
I don't remember if it was 67, 68, whatever year it was irrelevant. Excuse me. And I was in school, and I wanted to see what was going on. So I just nonchalantly walked to the doors, which are all glass, all on one side.
Here comes Joe's Forrest Gump moment.
Uh-huh. And I'm looking outside. And I'm watching them, and they're all... I mean, the whole population of colored kids were outside from the school. And the police were all around there, keeping it semi-calm. I'm just watching them. Now, these glass doors are all along the entrance to our big auditorium.
Right.
And it was a big school, and it's doubled in size since then. And I'm just watching them. All of a sudden, I get a tap on the shoulder, and one of the teachers, who they all knew me in the schools because I did the morning announcements and everything.
Right.
Joe, what are you doing? I said, I'm watching to see what happens. Get away from the glass. Why?
They're worried about it breaking.
Somebody throwing something at me
Yeah.
because of my color.
Yeah.
I was not brought up to be racist.
No.
I was not brought up that way. I'm sorry. And I'm going, but no, you got to. So I had to get away, and then later on it trickled down that they were whatever they were protesting. Again, I don't know what it was, but the same thing happened in 1972 on the USS Constellation, an aircraft carrier, because they wanted their this and they wanted their that.
It was almost a mutiny.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. And the captain acknowledged it, and the executive, the CO, the executive, just below the captain, he came on, and he says, it's not going to happen. We're not bowing down to you. This isn't a democracy.
No.
This is the military.
Right.
You do what I say. That's why and of course it didn't happen, but I don't know if this was a product of it later, but like once a month or so, we had an ethnic dinner.
Right.
And one time was Italian, because I was the only Italian cook, and we had lasagna that day. But one day I walked in, and I'm not a fan of chitlins.
That's because you don't know what's good.
Well, the smell got me.
Oh, the smell's terrible.
Yeah, the smell got me. So there's two galleys. One in the main galley, and in the front of the ship is a small little galley. We'll call it the 7-Eleven galley. Little hamburgers, little pizzas,
right.
and what have you. So I'm a cook. I walk in there. I go, I'm in the front. I just couldn't handle the smell. So was that because of this outcry? I don't know. Excuse me.
Chitlins are good, Joe.
I didn't say they weren't. I said the smell.
You get a good little. You put some salt on them with some steamed onions and everything. Good. Mm. But I grew up in the deep South.
But you cooked those outside.
No, my mother never cooked them.
Oh.
I went to Dino's house, my best friend. His mom cooked them all the time.
Yeah. In the house.
Rosemary. Oh yeah, Rosemary cooked them in the house. Yeah.
Have big fans.
I was a big fan of pig's feet.
No, I mean fans in the window.
I quit eating pig's feet in the fourth grade because they got bones in them. But up until the fourth grade, I'd get pickled pig's feet out of the jar at the fish camps my dad'd go to. And I'd eat pickled pig feet.
What do you mean? They all had the bones in them, didn't they?
Yeah, but I didn't. I stopped eating bones after the third grade.
Oh, you ate the bone?
No, I ate stuff that off the bone. I don't eat anything off the bone anymore.
Oh, why is that?
I just had to sit across from a kid that brought chicken in every day and it sucked the bone marrow out of it.
Oh.
Chewed the bones up, ate them. Oh, it was,
You would hate to watch me eat a T-bone steak, then, would you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
probably.
Good old
I don't eat T-bone
because of that.
Yep. Ribeyes good. New York strips good.
They're all good.
If
they're cooked. Wow, do you like yours rare?
Medium, rare.
See, I like mine medium well.
Yeah, see.
Now, it used to be, well, I was that close to being beef jerky.
Do you know why? This is a true story. This is a fact. And it's a racist thing, believe it or not. Okay. Do you know why a majority of African Americans eat their steak well done?
Tell me.
Because in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, in the South, I don't know if it's that everywhere, but in the South, a lot of African Americans eat their food well done.
I'm listening.
And it was because in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, meat that had went bad, grocers would repackage it as good meat and sell it in the segregated grocery stores.
And then,
so they didn't lose money. Well, it was rotten meat. So they would cook it well done to make sure everything was killed in it.
Yeah, that's true. I just liked it well.
Yeah, but that's a true story.
Yeah, they say if you get a good cut of meat, though, doesn't matter which way you cook it, that will slice with the grain.
You know what I get offended by?
A lot.
With steak and everything.
With steak.
We're talking about meat now. We switched gears to food now.
And the problem
my wife and I went to a local steakhouse recently.
Really?
And first thing the guy does, we make our order and everything, and he's setting up he sets up the little salt and pepper shakers, and he gives you your forks and knives and everything.
You want steak sauce?
And then he just sets steak sauce up there. And I'm thinking, if you think your steak is so bad that you're already setting steak sauce up there,
yeah, exactly.
Because a good cooked steak doesn't need steak sauce.
No, I put a little salt. That's it.
You don't need A1 or Heinz 57 if the steak's prepared properly.
I wasn't going to say a brand, but I don't need any steak sauce.
Well, that's a Worcestershire, I guess, another brand.
Worcestershire.
Yeah. Worcester.
Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Worcestershire.
Worcester. I got a very good friend of mine that's from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, Mass. It's just outside of Boston. Yeah. Been there, did that. Yeah.
Worcester.
Worcester, Mass. Correct.
Not Worcester. Worcester.
But look at the spells of Worcester.
I know, but ask them from Massachusetts. Worcester.
Oh, it's Worcester, Mass.
Yeah, Worcester.
Worcester.
It's spelled Worcester, but they say Worcester.
Worcester, yeah.
Because they don't know how to talk in Massachusetts.
Whoa. All those that are from Massachusetts.
Joe at WOCA.com.
Tom at WOCA.
Look, Joe's from Connecticut. He doesn't like Massachusetts. You already know that, folks.
No, I've got relatives in Massachusetts. Springfield, Massachusetts.
You would be a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. See that reference? Really busy out here this morning. You see all the activity here at the airport?
I'm looking at now. Is that now? Is that a jet coming in? I missed that.
It's coming by right now.
I couldn't. Yeah, we've got one pillar that blocks it, so you see a plane coming. You don't catch it. That's called a turbo.
Yes.
It's half jet, half
prop.
And I just got educated on that the other day.
Well, there you go. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Hugh. How are you?
It's hump day, you.
Hey, okay. Way back when I was much younger, going to college, I was a bartender, and at this place, they had the pickled feet in the jar and the pickled hard-boiled eggs in a jar.
Oh yeah.
And raw eggs. We had a lot of customers that liked raw egg in their beer.
Yep, I grew up that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could never. Oh, that just bothered me when somebody would put a raw egg in beer like that, and then put it in their mouth, put it in their mouth, and switch it around, and then they'd bust the yolk, and down it would go. Oh.
Did you? Well, see, when I drank it, it just went right down. Bloop.
I have no idea what you are talking about, but it sounds absolutely grotesque.
Did you? Hey, did you ever get an egg with a pin? One side punch a hole, the other side punch a hole, then suck it through, and it comes right through.
No, who would do something that gross?
I grew up that way. Yeah.
When I was in high school, the science teacher, we did that in class. Everybody got an egg, and some were successful, and the ones that weren't successful made kind of a mess of it. But it was interesting how you could do that.
Oh yeah,
it's okay,
and it tasted good.
Oh dear
it tasted
God,
creamy.
There's no. It's a raw egg. Tasting good.
Well, I was a kid. I was outside. Go ahead. Go ahead, you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a liver sausage sandwich here in about an hour, and I'm gonna have a glass of beer, and I'll be thinking about that dang raw egg in it now. So I should have just not even talked about it.
Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Yeah. See now when he said liver sandwich, I hope he meant liverwurst.
Liver sausage.
No, that's not my cup of tea. That's not my cup of tea.
I see liver sausage every day.
Oh, that's good.
Because we buy the tubes of liver sausage.
Yeah, I know where they go. Yeah.
That's the way our dogs take medicine.
Oh, they don't taste the medicine.
Because I got one dog that's 10. He's arthritic and he won't take the medicine. But if you put it in liver sausage,
what medicine?
Gone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Yeah,
Same deal.
Same deal. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was outside and I'm playing, I'm hot, and I want a snack. I look around in the refrigerator. I said, well, no, I don't want to finish the pepperoni. I used to get a stick of pepperoni every week. My dad used to bring a stick just for me.
Right.
And I make that stick last the week.
Right.
So let's say it was a Wednesday and I'm almost halfway through. I'm going to wait. What can an egg. Pop, pop.
Oh, dear God.
Ice cold. Oh.
This is gross.
And my dad used to have the little grape jars. He used to go to the little grape jars with the jam in them. And the top would pop off and they mix, use it on your bread or whatever, in your toast. Yeah, my mom would wash it out. That was my glass. So the egg would get put in the bottom and the beer on top. So you're not getting a big whole thing glass of beer, but you're getting gone.
We did in college, though. We did there was this one bar that it was a oyster bar,
Oh yeah.
And they served beer and everything, and they did
most off.
Who could do the most oyster shots? And an oyster shot is a shot of beer with an oyster in it and hot sauce.
Oh.
And who could do the most of those in 3 minutes?
Oh.
I won every night.
Oh.
He ended up with a $25 bar tab. $25 in 1989 was a bunch of money for a bar tab.
Sure.
Pitcher
they would cover your tab.
Pitcher of beer was like $4.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I'd do like 3 minutes. I'd do like 12, 14 shots. It's just beer and an oyster.
Yeah. and the beer's in the shot glass.
The beer's in the shot glass. So's the oyster.
So there's not much in there.
No.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was easy. It was like stealing, actually.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I don't know if I should be ashamed of myself. I mean,
should be ashamed.
Hey, by the way, the 9/11 traveling wall is going to get a motorcycle escort September 10th at 2021. Wow. The staging area will be Warhorse Harley Davidson out on North U.S. Highway 441. Registrations from 8 a.m. to 9:45. Kickstands up at 10 a.m. Commemorative poker chip given to the first 100 bikers. The ride will proceed on a scenic route around Ocala to culminate at the Veterans Memorial Park. That's at 2601 Southeast Fort King Street, or at the top of the parking lot of the public library off of 40. Lunch is provided by Mission Barbecue at Veterans Memorial Park at the conclusion of the escort. If you need more information, contact one of the planning committee co-chairs. That's Captain Pamela Driggers of the Marion County Fire Rescue. You can reach her at pamela.driggers@marioncountyfl.org, or you can contact Lieutenant Eric Hooper of the Ocala Police Department at ehooper@ocalapd.org. You will be escorting the 9/11 traveling wall to its destination of the Veterans Memorial Park, where it will be on display for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, good people. Good people.
9/11. So, 9/11 will be here, and today's the 11th of August. 31 days.
Nothing gets by you.
I'm
Sharp as a bowling
Sharp
ball.
as a bowling ball. Sharp as a bowling ball.
You got another one up there you want to talk about?
Yeah, the classic cars.
Yeah, that's right. That's
that
a week
classic
later.
car show, September 18th, Fort King Daylight Lodge, number 389. That's on 7th Street in Ocala. $10 entry fee in advance, $15 at the day. First, second, and third place trophies awarded. Contact Mike Rice, 336-413-3316, or Alan Rhodes at 352-207-9064 to be a part of that. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM,